pretty good, aren't we, guys? We got a little more decoration on the table. It's very nice. You would have seen it last week, but we lost the footage and the audio. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
we did have something. We had a great Halloween.
There was no.
Yeah, that was the best Halloween ever.
Yeah, and audio is doing a lot better now. So that's great. Got that boom boom. Got that boom boom pow. You get the joke?
All right,
Yeah?
let's start.
All right, we're going to get right into the topic. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks, what we do on this show is we talk about things we want to talk about, sort of circumventing the nerd world. That can be anything from internet to television to comic books to movies.
That's not what circumvent means.
Circumvent means
That means
circulate.
like avoid. Like to avoid the nerd. So we're the opposite. You could say circulate.
We do our best to get as far away from nerd culture as humanly possible here at Nerds of the
I mean,
Round Table.
ordinarily I wouldn't correct you, but that's like literally the opposite of what we do.
I haven't had a formal English class in like
Well-
4 months.
When like you have this one word and you're so like you don't know what it means, but you keep using it wrong because it sounds good, and
Yeah.
eventually someone goes,
Yeah.
wrong. I
Yeah.
feel that.
Anyways.
I haven't got called on circumvent yet, so I'm a little wary
Okay,
about
so we
generally,
actually
but-
do talk about nerd stuff.
We do
That's
talk
like
about
our
nerd
whole
stuff.
shtick.
Very actively.
One of us
That's like
brings
our
a topic
shtick.
to the table, and then the rest of us talk about it. My topic, guys, is going to be Ghostbusters. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts about it, because I do have some thoughts. I do have some thoughts on the franchise.
On the franchise in
On
general.
the franchise in general. So that's the original movies, any of the animated shows, if you've seen them, video games, whatever, and including the new movie that just came out this past summer. If you saw it.
Nope,
Didn't see it.
but I still have thoughts on it.
Did you guys see the movie that came out this summer?
No.
No wonder they're not doing a sequel.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I don't
Look
think-
at that.
Well, I heard like things about it, but anyway.
Talk
Yeah.
about the franchise.
My thoughts on Ghostbusters is I'm a very new into the Ghostbusters
Ghostbuster.
franchise. Yeah, I'm a very new Ghostbuster. No, I'm very new to the franchise. I actually saw it this summer for the first time.
The original?
Yeah, waking up from anesthesia. So that was fun.
Wisdom teeth?
No, heart surgery.
Been there.
Oh, damn.
Damn, and been there.
Got real, yo.
Yeah, it got rough
Yeah.
for a minute. So
I feel like you okay, man?
Oh yeah, no, it was a new pacemaker.
Oh, okay.
Scars for life.
ooh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Battle
Yeah.
wounds.
Anyway, we're talking
I'm the
we don't care about your
most
heart condition.
hardcore
We don't care about your
nerd.
heart
At least the
condition. We're
resident
talking.
badass.
We don't
Yeah.
care about your heart condition. We're trying to talk about Ghostbusters here. So, like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, in general, you've seen the movie. You know, like the shtick.
Yeah, so
Thoughts. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan?
I really
don't
love
think
the
that was
first
right use of
one.
the word shtick
Really?
either.
What?
That wasn't really the best use of the word shtick. either.
Okay.
Shut up,
Running
Noah.
class. Did you like the movie?
Sorry.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was like I liked the tongue-in-cheek humor. I know this after watching it for the second time because the first time like it was just like really trippy for me. For
Feel that.
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And then the second one came on because it was a TV marathon and I fell asleep. So.
The second one is not
I
regarded.
heard the
highly
second
by
one
many
has a
fans.
lot of baby violence, which is like scary.
I haven't seen the second one, so I can't speak to that.
I've heard like a lot of like the humor in it is like ghosts trying to like kill the baby. It's just like really weird.
Dead baby
Funny.
joke? Like, what?
Yeah, so
What?
say what
Damn.
you might about the newest one, but like from what I've heard, it's better than Ghostbusters 2.
That's
So
that's what people say, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But Noah, any thoughts on the franchise?
Okay, my experience with Ghostbusters is basically internet based. So like
Okay.
all the memes, all that sort of YouTube-y
The
stuff.
dankest of the dank memes.
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, but
Bringing it back.
No.
Dear God.
Weird.
But in my opinion, it's one of those really iconic franchises that are just sort of part of movie history. Like it would be up there with like Forrest Gump, Star Wars. Like not in quality necessarily. I'm not gonna argue that it's
Just
as
in
good as
terms
Star
of
Wars,
brand.
but yeah, it's brand recognition and just one of those iconic movies that just is so
Now,
known.
I want to dive into that a little bit before we get to your thought. Like, why do you think it gets so much great brand recognition? Is it just because the kids of the '80s reminisce about it so much now? Do you think it's like the actors of the day, like Harold Ramis and Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and all that, or do you think it's just like literally the idea of Ghostbusters?
all of the above, and I think that it was just so popular back in the day that just certain things just hit and resonate. Like, for now, I'd say a more modern version would be like Harry Potter. That was like the face of an entire generation.
Yeah.
Just some things are just so popular and so they become ingrained in like our culture and our generations.
I'd say Ghostbusters is similar to something like Transformers in that it's very marketable.
Yeah. No,
Like
definitely.
it's just one of those things where like when you think of Ghostbusters, there's specific imagery that pops into your head, and then if you see something like Ghostbusters memorabilia and you're like, oh man, I like that movie. Here's a mug with the Ghostbusters thing. Like I'm gonna buy it. Like even in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Ghost Nappa is the best thing ever. Basically, Nappa, they make like this big joke character out of him because he's a complete idiot.
You don't know who Nappa is. We're not talking about Dragon
No,
Ball.
but
movie
this is good
Dragon
because it's the abridged thing.
The
And
abridged
at the very end, after he like dies, he haunts Vegeta, who like hates him. And it's just like, Vegeta, Vegeta, Ghost
I
Nappa.
love anime abridged. Oh, it's so.
How
That's
did
a
you get
topic
to
for
be a
another time,
TV
though.
producer though, or like a movie producer?
Because he
from
got
the
wished
dead?
back with the Frieza wish.
Right.
Anyway,
Because
it's marketable. That's my point.
that's right.
Gina, your thoughts?
I can't speak to Ghostbusters all that much, only that like I exist semi on the internet. But I watched the original movie a long time ago, and I
How long
don't.
ago? More
I
than
was
5
like
years?
in elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember liking it and like laughing at it the whole time, like what the heck? But I watched it with my friend who actually was terrified the whole time, which was hilarious.
Marshmallow Man.
That last scene with like the red-eyed lady like freaked her out for some reason. I don't know.
I feel like it could freak out people.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I remember liking it. I think I kind of want to watch it again because I think probably a lot of the humor is kind of lost on me at that point. Because like Slimer to like 5th grade Gina was probably a little bit more entertaining than like the humor of the movie, and I would appreciate it more.
Bill
if I watched
Murray's
it.
my favorite thing about
Okay,
that movie.
Bill Murray is like
Yeah.
incredible. So yeah, I want to watch it again. I thought it was good. Why it's so remembered, I think is probably like it did something interesting enough for the time that I got a cult following, and then it was in that time frame where like everyone likes to remember shit. So
Everyone liked to remember things in the 80s.
I'd also
Yeah.
say that
it's true.
another thing that made it so memorable was the theme song. I mean, that's
Yeah,
so
that's
it
true.
was so catchy. It became so iconic that
Yeah.
it just
Even if you've
It's
never
like
watched a
on-
Ghostbusters
yeah.
movie, I knew the
You know the theme song.
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
theme
You
song.
know the
Yeah.
Ghostbusters
like that's
theme song.
just so iconic.
If
It's
you
been
don't,
it's
then
been
like sad.
it's been
sad,
parodied
sad.
so many times and referenced so many times.
It's so catchy.
Just that's why it's catchy, so people remember it.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts on the Ghostbusters. That first movie is not that good. Like, I think it's a little more praise than it's probably worth.
It's a nostalgia
I
thing.
watched it last year, kind of going in and expecting a little bit of a horror comedy. I got neither. I'll
No.
be honest. What I got was kind of like an 80s. It was literally an 80s movie starring an SNL cast.
Yeah.
Traditionally, SNL cast movies are not great.
Did the
They're-
exact
they're-
same
they're-
thing again,
no,
though.
I know,
But
I know,
with women.
I know. Ghostbusters wasn't.
I just kind of.
Ghostbusters wasn't a skit that was born on SNL, like a lot of other
Yeah.
SNL movies, but there's certain ideas that work for a 5-minute, 7-minute
That
skit
don't work
on
in a
television that
full-
just don't work in full
yeah.
movie. Now,
That's
I don't want to put a lot of like harsh on it because it was kind of cool. The main actors had a lot of good chemistry. I was kind of surprised that Dan Aykroyd sort of took like a lead role. I don't think he's very. I don't know. I didn't find him.
He's
too-
like
I didn't find him too engaging in the movie. I was like, this character's kind of.
he's a
boring.
man child in that movie though. It's so
Yeah,
great.
a little bit. But like even then, like everybody remembers Bill Murray in that movie. Nobody talks about Dan Aykroyd.
Actually,
Some people talk about Harold Ramis.
nobody talks about whoever the one who showed up like halfway through the movie was.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie, yeah, him.
It was really supposed to be Eddie Murphy.
Oh really?
But when it was Ernie
They cut
Hudson,
him
they
from
cut
it.
his role down
Yeah.
like significantly, so much that he would get cut out of shots,
yeah.
Oh,
which is really weird.
that's sad.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I guess it was because Eddie was also on SNL for a time, and that was sort of the whole dynamic of it. Anyway, So I think the original Ghostbusters is a little more hype than it's probably worth.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. I haven't seen the animated series. I haven't seen the 2016 reboot.
Have you played the video game?
I've played Lego Dimensions Ghostbusters. That was fun.
All
That
right,
was,
fair
that was
enough.
a little dumb fun. I did buy Lego.
Yeah, I think it's more a tribute to Legos than Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Mythbusters.
You said
What'd I
myth.
say?
You said myth.
That's a whole nother thing,
Yeah,
Gina.
that is another thing.
Gina,
true.
come on.
I did
Yeah,
buy
it's-
I did buy the Lego Ecto one that
Learned
came
so
with all
much
4
about that too.
Ghostbusters. That was fun. It was a fun little build, and I mean the car is really cool. The Ecto one, the Ghostbusters, the overall like design and aesthetic of like Ghostbusters gear and memorabilia. It is pretty cool. Like that proton pack is. It's so clunky looking, but it is really cool looking
Very
at the same time.
cosplayable.
It is very cosplayable, and like it's
Again, marketable.
Yeah.
again
Yeah.
marketable, exactly. And going back to your point about like how most people seem to enjoy the 2016 remake, I question that a little bit, because considering how it made like next to no money. I mean, that doesn't just happen if. I mean, okay, no, that's not correct. Because even if you give positive reviews, people don't always go out to see movies.
Yeah.
There was a theory going around a while back on the internet, way back when, that even though the movie had been generally positively reviewed, I think it was a 75% aggregate score on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. There was a rumor going around that maybe reviewers, these older male reviewers especially, were a little kinder to the film for fear of being called out as like sexist, which does not.
That's a.
Which is it is a bit of a big issue, because that prevents like. It doesn't inform a viewer, and it prevents improvement in the future. Now, from the outlets that I've heard, it's kind of a generic movie, a kind of a generic comedy.
Yeah.
It was a cash out.
It was totally a cash out. It was an attempt to make a new franchise, but it was not done eloquently or effectively.
Here's what I think.
But before I got, and I've heard both. I've heard it was boring and it was dull and it was dreary and the CGI was garbage. I also heard it was like a fun time because the actresses Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, Kate McKinnon, and Melissa McCarthy, they were entertaining to watch.
Another SNL. Cast.
It's another SNL cast. Even though I think that's only 3 SNL act.
Well,
Ernie
That's the
Hudson
same
wasn't.
with the first.
Yeah, okay. So yeah.
they're not really doing anything new with it.
Yeah, no, they didn't do anything new with
Yeah,
it. It was a remake
carbon
more than a
copy, pretty
reboot.
much.
Yeah.
Here's what I think of it. I can't say anything specifically because I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, like with the first Ghostbusters, is it does have a good cast chemistry, and it has cool ideas. Like, it doesn't always have perfect execution, but neither did the original movies, especially Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
But I feel like it had enough that it was a good time,
Yeah.
more of a popcorn flick than anything.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that people could go back and rewatch.
You know, on your note on cast chemistry, and I don't want to make this like a Ghostbusters 2016 topic. That's another discussion entirely. Which I do want to get to sometime. No, literally, this will be my next topic. I swear to God.
Okay, I
And
don't
it,
know.
won't, it, won't, it won't
Topic.
just be Ghostbusters 2016. It'll be remakes.
Don't you
in
think
general.
we should
Okay.
watch it if we're going to talk about it, David?
No, I'm going to talk about remakes in general.
Oh.
One of the things that
Yeah.
one of the
That's
critiques
a
that I
good
heard about it,
clarification.
about the Ghostbusters 2016 movie, was that there was an attempt to make every character the comedy character. Nobody played the straight man like Dan
Yeah.
Aykroyd. Nobody
Yeah.
played the nerdy guy
Yeah,
like
and you need
Harold
those-
Ramis, and you need those
yeah.
other dynamics.
You need the other
Um,
character tropes or character
Attributes.
archetypes. You
Yeah.
need the other archetypes in order to.
Otherwise, it
provide
becomes
balance.
like
Yeah.
Bill and
Monotonous,
Ted, and you
yeah.
have to go all the way.
Yeah. So anyway, again, I can't speak to it totally. I haven't seen it. I've only seen like, reviews.
No,
and,
I've heard
I've
things
seen the
like
honest.
about
I've
that.
seen the honest trailer for it online.
Yeah.
Which was pretty good. They had to.
Yeah.
They disabled their comments actually on that video. Did you know that?
Probably.
Really?
It
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. So yeah, Ghostbusters in itself is like a fun idea. I don't know. Just from what I've seen, I kind of wish it was something maybe a little bit more. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, for one thing, I don't know if it needs to take place in New York City. You could do something a little bit different. You could take place in, like,
What I would have
Like
liked to see.
Boston, yeah.
What I would have liked to see is instead of making a reboot, because that's what it was, right? A reboot.
It was
Yeah.
more remake than reboot, considering like apparently
Yeah,
it
it was
followed the
just-
plot
yeah.
super similar.
I feel like it would have been cool if it was like this is the new generation of Ghostbusters. Like
Dude, me
that's
too.
not
Like-
not destroy the old world, because that's a world where you could definitely be like, yeah, another Ghostbusters group.
But I heard there was
rose
like a
up here.
connection.
No, there's only cameos from the original cast.
and
I would have liked
But
it
it's
if
not
like
a new universe though.
yeah, no, it
a
is.
new
Oh, it
universe.
is?
Yeah, I would have
'cause,
liked it if like
Bill Murray shows up and he's not the character he is. In
I would have
the
been
original.
much.
The thing about the reboot is that it took this
Yeah.
world of Ghostbusters, which wasn't necessarily a super like fulfilling and well established
No, it was
world.
two films deep
it was
in
a
the 80s.
It was a fun plot that people liked, and they tried to remake that,
Yeah.
which is not like an easy or particularly like intelligent thing to do because there isn't much substance there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like taking the script and like putting new actors on it, but that's not necessarily what people want to see because they have nostalgia for this movie,
Yeah.
which was good or okay or whatever, but
Yeah,
like it
it's
wasn't like
Shouldn't
It's,
try to
you lose
redo
the
nostalgia.
fans of the original
Yeah.
one because now they're not engaged in seeing something that totally like basically
Yeah, it's
cribs off their
Yeah.
own nostalgia, and then you have a harder time getting new fans on board because like
just
you have to present them with a
yeah.
totally new concept.
Yeah.
I agree. I would have liked if there was like a Ghostbusters Academy type
Yeah,
thing
that would've
where
been
like
cool.
Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd were running it, and
Like
like
apprentices.
Kristen Wiig
Yeah.
and like Melissa McCarthy were the up and comers or something
Mm.
like that. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. Anyway,
Hint
just
to anyone.
studio execs.
Yeah.
Try
Uh,
again in 20 years. Get back to us. in
Reboot your
20 years.
reboot.
never
Yeah.
reboot
I mean, that's been done.
Ghostbusters. Why
Yeah.
Ghostbusters?
Reboot. That's
Um,
done too much. I mean, Spider-Man.
yeah. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks and geeks of all
Marvel.
ages,
Do
thank
it
you for
right.
joining us on our discussion for Ghostbusters. If you like what we did here, consider leaving us a like, leave us a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, and consider sharing us with your friends. We'd like to expand our nerd community a little bit more. That'd be pretty cool. You can check out some of the other shows that we do at UVMtv. We got a lot more other things going on. You can check out Cinema Minute, Dodds of Church Street, and plethora of other shows. We got a lot of good content coming out, so be sure to check that out. If you like what we do here, you can follow us on social media at UVMtv Nerds, both on Instagram and Twitter. We post updates behind the scenes on both of those social media accounts, so you can just sort of be aware of like kind of what happens. You can be involved in the show a little bit yourself. It's a whole lot of fun. Other than that, do we got anything else?
Nope.
Oh yeah. Firstly, we're on social media. You said
I already
you're
said
not-
that.
Oh, okay. Fine. If you had, sorry,
Already said that.
I was only half paying attention.
God, that's not
you
my
have
problem.
any suggestions for future episodes, please send us a comment, send us a tweet, send us some sort of, I don't know, carrier pigeon mail. If you can do
Carrier
that.
pigeons
Yeah,
to me,
They're,
please.
they're
Carrier
extinct though, so.
At
In any event,
Carrier pigeons?
send us a contact, and we will be happy to hash out whatever you like.
All right.
Wait, no, messenger pigeons are extinct. Not carrier. I don't like carrier pigeons.
All right.
Whatever.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, ladies and
Some
gentlemen,
sort of
boys and
bird.
girls, freaks and geeks of all
How about
ages.
an owl?
I've been David,
I've been Luke.
I've been Noah.
And I've been Gina.
and this has been UVMTV's Nerds of the Round Table. Thanks so much, and until next time, live long and prosper.
Take care, y'all.
Crossing the stream.
That's a good ending.